Ready for a nice little ride this year. It's gonna be a blast, and I know I'm looking forward to each and every single game.
It's so cool. It's so cool getting to see behind the scenes footage. I love all that stuff, getting to know the players, seeing what they're up to, and we have tons more episodes coming. If you want to see the other ones, visit ottawasenators.com/breakaway. Now, earlier this week, I was lucky enough to meet up with Eric Sauvé. He is the organist here at the Ottawa Senators games, home games, for the past 5 years. So I got to chat with him and hear about his experience, about what it's like to work here over the past years. What's up, guys? My name is Kira Johnston, and I'm so lucky to be joined by the Ottawa Senators organist, Eric Sauvé. Eric, how are you doing?
Very good, Kira. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you for asking. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with you or what you do, can you give us a little bit of a rundown of what you do at the Sens games?
Well, basically, I'm the organist, so I make people clap, make people sing, overall make people really happy, and gives them an opportunity to enjoy the game.
Sounds like the best job ever.
It is for sure.
When and how did you start with the Senators?
Well, about 5 years ago, my buddy, one of my buddies worked at CBC, and he saw that ad pass, and I didn't even see it pass. It was in the Citizen, I think, or something like that. And he sent me an email, and he said, "Hey, that'd be great for you, you know." So I said, "Yeah, sure, great." And the due date, or the deadline for submitting our I don't know, the recordings or whatever, was like at the very end. I had maybe 1 or 2 days, so I recorded stuff really, really quickly and sent it in with my biography. And wow, they called me, and I came in for an audition all alone. Very much, yes, because I had never played for sports events, or I had done a lot of concerts with artists and a lot of touring, but never played for a hockey game. So yeah, I was kind of nervous.
Yeah, outside of your comfort zone, but clearly you did a good job.
Well, yeah, apparently, because they picked me, so
Yeah,
here I am.
Now, I know players have their pre-game rituals or superstitions, and sometimes that holds true for staff as well. If you have any, what are they?
Well, not so much as a ritual. Sorry, not so much of what's that word?
Superstition.
Superstition, yes. Not so much a superstition, but more of a ritual. It would be the warm up. It's very important to warm up. Just like an athlete, you don't want to go start playing cold. You know, you'll get tendonitis and stuff like that. So that would be it. Yeah, the warm up.
No lucky socks?
No lucky socks. Just a lucky shirt.
Uniform makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, you've played for a lot of crowds over the 5 seasons that you've been with the team. Is there one memory that stands out as the most memorable?
Oh, definitely. The first season, my first year with the Ottawa Senators, when they almost went to the Stanley Cup Finals, I told myself, "Wow, is it going to be like this every year? You know, this is great. The ambiance." Sorry.
I think I'll keep this job.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But yeah, definitely the first season.
Yeah, that's a great memory.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I have to ask, what is your favorite song to play?
Definitely "Keep on Rocking in the Free World" from Neil Young. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. I'm a classic rock guy.
I have to ask, how do you plan on keeping the fans engaged while they're at home?
Well, first of all, we're going to have, I used to do this in the first season. I used to take requests on Twitter and the hashtag #SensSong.
Okay.
And this is what we're going to do this year again. So we're bringing back #SensSong, hashtag #SensSong. And you write your request, and I'll try to play it for you all through the game, or before the game. And yeah, this is probably what I'll do this year.
That's a great idea. I'm going to submit a ton of requests.
Awesome. I'll do my best to play them.
Now, one last question as one of our live in-arena hype men. Do you have any last words for our fans at homes to stay optimistic this season while they watch from their home?
I'd say stay home, keep safe, and go Sens go.
I love it. Go Sens go. Thank you so much for joining me, Eric. As he said, please send in your song requests to #SensSong on Twitter, and we'll see you at the game.
You guys, I'm not joking when I say I am literally on my phone checking Twitter. If you have any of the reverse retro gear, please tweet me. I want to see. It'll be hilarious if we're twinning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the one, the only, live from the Canadian Tire Center, Eric Sauvé. Eric, you're an absolute rock star. I have zero musical ability, so that was awesome. You guys can still request songs. I saw one come in. No Freebird. One rule, no Freebird, but you guys can definitely request other songs. He'll be back later on. Now it's time to take a look at the first period highlight before the Sens and the Habs hit the ice for the second period.
Let's welcome back to the ice, your Ottawa Senator.
One of the things I miss the most about being here with you guys are the crazy fans. Your guys' dance moves, your energies are so much fun. So I think it's time to expose those dance moves. We're going to take a look at some of the best moves from our Fan of the Game from opening night 2019.
To win big with the all-new Catch the Ace style 50-50 with the Progressive Jackpot. Weekly draws take place each Monday with $9,999 guaranteed to be won. Proceeds support local children through the Senators Community Foundation.
Up next, we're going to take a look at some of our favorite photos from last year's opening night. This feature we like to call Frozen Moments. You also choose an envelope where you think the ace of spades is. There's a new way that you can support the Ottawa Senators Community Foundation and possibly win big. The even split between Ottawa charities and your bank account remains the same, but with a twist. There's big jackpots, which mean big impacts. So when you buy your ticket, you also choose an envelope where you think the ace of spades is hiding. If your ticket is drawn as the weekly winner, you win 20% of that week's ticket sales. And if your envelope contains the ace of spades, you win the progressive jackpot, 30% of all ticket sales. Listen up, no one has caught the ace of spades yet, so the progressive jackpot is now $10,671. Visit senscatchtheace.com to buy your tickets. Can you find the ace of spades? And now we are live. Back in the towers.
Draw minor penalty, high sticking.
Number 77, le numéro 67, Brett Kulak. 2 minutes for high sticking. Deux minutes pour points élevé, 14 minutes 41 secondes. At 14 minutes 41 seconds. Sens are on the power play.
Yo, what's up, Sens fans? Welcome back to the Sens Den. I'm Kira Johnston, and we have a ton of fun stuff lined up for the second intermission. Now, of course, we've got interviews and videos, but first we're going to kick it off with a throwback to an iconic Prime Minister's race. I was also lucky enough to sit down with former Ottawa Senators in-game host Lauren Fine, who's been here for over 6 seasons. But before all that, we're going to take a look at some of the amazing work that the Senators Community Foundation has done in support of your donations and funds from the Catch the Ace and, of course, other initiatives. Let's take a look.
Last weekend we hosted a food and toy drive at Canadian Tire Centre, and we used really our platform to try and raise awareness for all the organizations in our community that need support this time of year. And the Salvation Army's Toy Mountain was one. And so the community really showed up in droves, and it was a huge success. And so today, thanks to Barhaven Ford and Ottawa Area Ford dealerships for lending us the vehicles, today's delivery day.
This is where all the toys are that have been sorted and packed. We have the blue bags for boys and the pink bags for the girls. All the age groups are on the side of the cages. We give out about 600-700 bags a day. We see 30 families an hour, and these are all good to go. This is the old Telesat Canada building. It's a Morguard property, and they have generously donated it to us. They used to give us a location down on Spark Street, but due to COVID, it wasn't big enough, and they generously donated this to us. Again, it's 30,000 square feet. As you can see, there's lots of room for toys, social distancing, all kinds of stuff. So it's been amazing. We're just going to go over to the sorting tables. So all the toys that come in that you guys have dropped off, we're going to put them on the sorting tables in the middle.
Being able to be here today at Toy Mountain and meet people like Mark and see the work that's going into the holidays this year and making a situation better for a lot of kids and families is really a result of the support we receive from our fans. Last weekend's Toy and Food Drive was just a tremendous event, and we couldn't do this without them. So I'm very proud as an organization that we could use our platform to raise some awareness, our community for stepping up and supplying the toys and the food to come out and make a difference for families in our community.
A massive thank you to everybody who contributed toys, food, cash, whatever it may be, to the cause. A big thank you. Now let's kick it up a notch with a throwback to an iconic Prime Minister's race. We've got the nation's greatest. We have Sir John A. Macdonald, we've got Sir Wilfrid Laurier, Sir Robert Borden, Mackenzie King. Who's gonna win? I bet you it's not Robert Borden. He never wins.
the chance to win big with the all-new Catch the 8 style 50-50 with the Progressive Jackpot. Weekly draws take place each Monday with $9,999 guaranteed to be won. Proceeds support local children through the Senators Community Foundation.
A few days ago, I got to catch up with former Ottawa Senators in-game host for the past 6 seasons, Lauren Fine. She's now moved on to a gig at the NHL's league office in Toronto. But let's check out part 1 of that interview right now. What's up, guys? It's Kira Johnston, and I'm so excited to introduce to you tonight's guest, a very familiar face to the Ottawa Sens Army. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ottawa Senators in-game host for the past 6 seasons, Lauren Fine.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me. How have you been?
Oh, great. I feel like as good as can be given the circumstances, but so happy to be here with you today. It's nice. Fills a nice hole in my heart.
It's such a treat. And I know it's hard to tell. It's virtual, but where are you joining me from?
I am currently in Toronto.
Okay. What brings you to Toronto?
So after stopping working with the Sens, I actually moved here to work with the NHL. So working now for the actual league as opposed to a club.
Congratulations. That's so cool.
Thank you.
Your last game with the Ottawa Senators was around early January, which would have been just shy of the pandemic. What was it like starting a new job, moving to a new city during that time?
It was very interesting. I had about 2 months working with my colleagues in person before this all happened, but very grateful for technology like Zoom. So we've been able to stay in touch and see each other frequently, but it's definitely an experience. I feel like now I'm more excited than ever to explore Toronto when I can, above and beyond what I have. So you just make it work.
Amazing. And can you talk to us about what the transition or the differences that happened when the season went on pause in the spring and then starting back up in the fall?
Yeah, so I think there was a lot of pivoting, keyword for 2020-21. I think obviously lots of creative brainstorming to figure out the best way to proceed. And even though I wasn't a part of a ton of those conversations, getting to see just the creative minds at work and knowing how important hockey is for fans and how are we going to do this safely and in a way that respects everyone's safety and what's going on in the world. So it was definitely interesting from a learning perspective to see everyone get into that planning gear and just get it done.
I can't imagine how interesting and difficult those conversations were. So it's very cool that you were in on that in some level. And what was the transition like? You mentioned it a little bit, but what's the transition been like working for a specific team to working to the NHL as a whole?
It's definitely been a learning curve. I think also having worked mostly in game day entertainment, getting to see things from a business perspective and the kind of back end has been really interesting for me. So it's just a lot of learning and sitting back and taking it all in. I mean, the passion is still there, which is still great. It's just passionate for 31, seems to be 32 clubs instead of just that one team that you're working with.
And I mean, I have to ask, despite living in Toronto, are you still a loyal Senators fan?
I cheer for all 32 clubs.
Great answer. I'm sure it would be way more difficult if bars and restaurants and actually going to the game was a possibility. But what has it been like living in Toronto and, you know, being a Senators fan in your past?
So I still rep my Sens gear proudly. I wear my hat and my toque when I'm walking around outside, and I have no hesitation repping the Sens. I think it's all playful fun. I mean, I obviously only got to watch a few games before all of this happened, but even those times in restaurants, it's all playful fun. And there was actually one time where we had someone come up to our table after a few periods and say, I saw you wearing your Sens gear and you inspired me to go home and get my Sens gear, knowing that I wasn't going to be the only one in the restaurant with a Sens jersey on. So yes, I'll take it.
You're spreading Sens joy wherever you go.
I try my hardest.
I love that. Looking forward to the season that's coming up. What are you most excited for this unique season that we have?
I think kind of, as I mentioned, just the creativity. I think everyone has really had to put on a different mindset and get innovative and creative and say, how are we still going to give our fans the experience that they want? Doing something like this that you guys are doing tonight. I think people are just getting so creative, and I love seeing that.
Yeah, creativity is definitely a key word for this season, right? Like just thinking of new ideas and how to entertain fans every single game in a new way. So it's challenging, but it's fun. Taking a little trip down memory lane, on November 8th, the world lost Canadian icon and Ottawa Senators fan, Alex Trebek. You helped him celebrate his investiture as a member of the Order of Canada in 2017 at an Ottawa Senators home game. Can you talk to us about what that experience was like for you?
Yeah, so I still remember being told I was going to do an interview with him, and I've watched Jeopardy for as long as I can remember. So immediately was just so excited to be able to work with someone who's so iconic. And I've had a few people ask me how I feel, because the picture of us and the video of us has been going around since he passed. I wish that it was being shared under different circumstances. Of course, it's not great that it's being, or obviously not great, it's being shared under such a tragic circumstance, but the experience I had with him will be a career highlight for the rest of my life, and just such a memorable moment getting to work with someone who was so incredible, not just in his role as Jeopardy host, but also kind of off the show and in the community as well.
That was really well said. Nice.
It was such a pleasure talking with Lauren, and part 2 of the interview will be up on Monday, February 8th, as the Edmonton Oilers take on the Ottawa Senators. You don't want to miss it. Lauren gives me some advice moving forward, but she also speaks about some experiences she's had with celebrities or special guests. So in honor of Alex Trebek, I'd like to request the Jeopardy theme song, Eric, to close out this intermission. Over to you.
See me yet? Hey, see me yet? See me yet? Right. Yeah, nobody.
Now there's some blocks on the corner. Feeds across, score!
Feeling I cannot explain became my frame of mind, not the same pretender. Just taking this seriously, dawg. Try to tell them they ain't hearing me. Nobody.
Shoot! Lose the puck from they score! Watch it come down flat and into the back of the net. Slot. Here's Kachuk, fires and scores!
Today or the next day.
Stops in a rebound, backed home by Colin White. Shot to the net. Scores. Back towards the goal. They score. Tipped home by Tierney. Chuck walks in, shoots and scores. Here's that one. Hits a wide open Stutzel. Shoots and scores.
Can't see me.
Shabbat shoots, scores. Matherson sends a cross-ice shot, scores.
Can't see me.
Sens fans, make sure you tweet us a photo or video of you and your crew watching the game with the hashtag Sens Virtual Game Day. We'll toss them up on the scoreboard so that the Senators can actually see them and feel the support from all the way home. But first, here's some fans rocking their 2D jerseys. Rocking out on the organ, playing your requests. Please welcome back Eric Sauvé. a goal, a couple of chances, a hit, and some more chances. Let's check out some of those highlights.
Are on the power play. Here are tonight's Molson Canadian 3 stars of the game. Voici maintenant les 3 étoiles Molson. La troisième étoile, the third star from the Montreal Canadiens, number 26, le numéro 26, Jeff Petrie. The second star, la deuxième étoile, from your Ottawa Senators, number 30, le numéro 30, Matt Murray. And the first star of the game, la première étoile du match, from the Montreal Canadiens, des Canadiens Montréal, number 34, le numéro 34, Jake Allen.
Our next home game is on Monday, February 8th, as the Edmonton Oilers take on the Ottawa Senators right here at Canadian Tire Centre at 7 p.m. Join us again online for a Sens virtual game day. Thank you for joining tonight, and have an awesome Saturday night.